Hey, my name is Mike, and this is a too long didn't read guide for the High Tinker Mekkatorque encounter in the Battle of Dazar'alor. He'll hit the tank and apply electroshock amplification, a stacking debuff that makes his melee attacks do more damage. Swap around 6 to 8 stacks. Buster Cannon shoots a big orb out in front of him. Avoid it. Don't stand in the brown circles when he shoots off the ground and lands in a different location. And Gigavolt Charge is a 15-second dot indicated by this bomb above your head. Stand behind one of the stones when it expires, because it'll do a raid-wide AoE and leave a dot on everyone in your line of sight. Spark bots will be spawning and chasing random people. They take 99% less damage, so don't attack them. They can be death gripped, stunned, and rooted, which you should take advantage of if your raid composition allows it. Stay out of the blue circle that they continuously cast. This ability will do damage to random people in the raid as well. On heroic, if the bots are alive for too long, they will periodically get a stacking movement speed and haste buff. If it gets to 5 stacks, CC effects won't last as long. To get rid of the spark bots, the boss will cast World Enlarger and shrink random people in the raid for 30 seconds. When he does this, and for a few seconds afterwards, the entire raid should stand still. Regular sized people can step on a shrunk player and kill them, so you want to give the small people time to move away. Shrunk players do 99% less damage but can right click on a spark bot to enter it. Make sure to wait until the blue circle spell is finished casting though. Once in a bot, you have 1 minute on normal and 45 seconds on heroic to enter the correct code to disable it. The code is shown above your bot's head and you cannot see it. On normal, everyone else in the raid can see it, and on heroic, only other people in spark bots can see it. Regardless, have someone start calling out codes by their colors. This could be a bit tricky for colorblind people, so you can try calling out the shapes instead. Ideally, you should only have one person talking at a time, as it can get very confusing when you have multiple people talking over one another and shouting out instructions. My guild had one person, person A, call out instructions for another person, person B. Once person B was done, they exited their bot. Person A called out instructions for person C. Before exiting their bot, person C would call out instructions for person A, and they would exit their bots at the same time. So the person who actually needs to enter their code will be presented with a vehicle action bar that has 5 options. There's a red wrench, purple chicken, green spring, yellow screw, and blue gear. These exact codes will be appearing above your character, and you just press the code you're told. You need to enter 3 correct codes in a row. Once you've done this, all 5 buttons turn into red buttons. Press any one to exit. If you mess up the code, you're ejected from the bot and given a very painful 12-second dot. On heroic, Mekkatorque will also mark a random person with wormhole generator and then teleport the entire raid to their location. Try to stand around the center of the room. When he gets to 40% health, he flies up into the air and becomes immune to damage. During this phase, you have to deal with Gigavolt Charge and World Enlarger. He shrinks more people during this phase, so this is where you'll have time to clean up any excess spark bots you have. This is also where communication can get very confusing if everyone is talking at once. The last mechanic in this phase is the numerous amounts of sheep that spawn. They walk around for a bit and then explode, indicated by the orange swirly underneath them. When they explode, they shoot out flames that you need to avoid. After about a minute, Mekkatorque will land. It's the first phase all over again, except he has a buff that increases his attack speed and does raid-wide AoE. On heroic, you'll have to deal with exploding sheep as well. That was a too long didn't read guide for the High Tinker Mekkatorque encounter. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and consider following me on Twitter. Thanks for watching and have a mega torqued day.